What's up, people? So I didn't lose my house. My brother didn't lose his house in Tampa. I thought he was going to get a lot of flooding with the hurricane, so that's cool. And very glad that nothing major happened because that would have sucked with the hurricane. Pinball wise, I did reach out again to the supplier for Stern's Pinball, Stern Pinball's coils. The owner of that company emailed me. I told him, hey, I talked to somebody that claims they were the pinball division for your company, and I never heard back, never got pricing, minimum order quantities, anything like that. So he responded and asked about what I was doing and some things. I told him kind of, here's my estimated use. I don't know what your volume is. If you could even just, if he doesn't want to tell me what he sells a coil to somebody else, just, tell me like, a dollar amount. Is it 500,000 bucks of coils that I have to buy? I could go back and see, if that's 2 years worth of coils for me for 500,000. Is that something I want to front, or do I want to build it my own, on my own? So anyway, he just never got back to me. So again, what are you going to do when parts suppliers and pinball companies don't get back to you? You just build stuff. I just don't have any faith in other people delivering my own product. If you want to deliver your product and you want to have it done a certain way, I think again it makes sense to just do everything in house, because I don't, I can't do business people with that don't want to do business with me or just don't get back to me. If they got hit by a hurricane, then I'm screwed because I'm down for a supplier and I need to be able to fall back on myself to ship products. So yeah, I think it's a really good business protection to be able to build as much stuff as possible if you need to as a fallback. Pinball designer's coming along pretty well. I took some time off to kind of go back to some research and development with some other parts of my business. But I'm back to programming pinball designer pretty much every day. I'm getting a lot of stuff done. And we're kind of at the point where I'm looking at getting all the logic and stuff in. So like I said, a lot of stuff will be drag and drop. It's like, hit this shot, get like an ordered list. Like you got to hit this shot, this shot, this shot, and then boom, multi-ball. And you kind of just drag and drop all these steps. It's like when I worked on the game Maneater, I had to write a quest system for a designer. So you would just say like, this is a step and you have to like eat this guy. So Maneater was a game where you're a shark, like Jaws, you go and eat people and stuff. So yeah, it'd be like, go and eat this guy and then go and visit this beach and eat like 10 people at the beach, and I would have all these steps, and then when they accomplish it, it'd be like, hey, trigger an Xbox One achievement, or, whatever, like you completed the goal. So it's going to be the same kind of thing, just a lot of drag and drop. And then if you want to be able to custom program everything on your own, you can just write code on your own, basically. You can control a pinball machine exactly how you want. And then you're pretty much using an API, application interface, to just like have my system say, when do you want to play a sound? When do you want to play a movie clip? How do you want to turn a light on? Do you want it to be flashing really fast? Do you want it to be flashing red really fast? Rainbow color, all that stuff. Multi-ball stacking, like a lot of stuff in pinball is the same. So you could just put an insert inlay, click it, and say, hey, this is this light should be on when a 2x multiplier is on, when a 3x multiplier is on. And then you just tell the system, hey, I have a 3x multiplier on because I completed this step and this step. And then, lights turn on and all this stuff just kind of happens for you. Anyway, so I came across this company. Somebody sent me a message on Facebook. Said, have you heard of this company called Wonderland Amusements? They're trying to do something similar to what you're doing. And I was like, well, is it pinball designer or like affordable pinball? So he gave me their website, which I couldn't even find when I looked them up, but they're called Wonderland Amusements. You can find their website at wonderlandamusements.com. He said that they're trying to bring a pinball machine for $1,000 or less to market, which you can read on their website. It says, welcome to Wonderland Amusements. We're reimagining pinball for the home. We want to bring high quality, affordable pinball machines to everybody. I mean, I don't know. I originally said I wanted to be around $2,000 for my early access, which was not to get rich off 10 machines early access. That was just to prove my model. I was looking at $2,500. These guys are trying to be, I guess, sub 1,000. I don't know if that's correct or not. So I don't know. But again, they're the only ones now that I see that are trying to bring affordability as their mission statement. One thing I noticed that's a little bit weird on their website is like they got all these guys that are like, oh, I got 35 years experience, 40 years experience. I've worked as a visionary director, the CEO of my own company for all this time. If you look at all these guys' LinkedIn profiles, they're all business guys. They don't look like they're programmers, engineers, and actual like design guys from what I can tell. And there's 5 of them. So if you're going to build a machine that's going to go to market for $1,000, let's say they could build it for $500. You got to do the math there and then divide it by 5 people, so they're each making $100 a machine. I mean, these guys probably want to make $500,000 each. So if you're only making $100 per machine per person, I have no idea what machine they're trying to build or mass consume, bring mass consumer to market. If you look at one of the guys, he's manufacturing, says specialized expertise in China-based manufacturing. So my guess is this is going to be some kind of like hack together thing running on their own boards. It's going to be run on their own coils, probably built in China, shipped to the U.S. I don't know if this would have an LCD or what. I was looking at something. I was looking at a machine to do with no LCD and some other things, just going back with segmented displays and running on my own circuit boards, only 2 flippers. You could do a pop bumper nest, and when you build all your own brackets and stuff, you could actually get to a bill of materials that's under $1,000. You could get somewhere between $500 and $1,000, I think, and make something, right? It's just like, what is that? So if you're trying to be under 1,000 and you got all these people and they want to make a bunch of money, to me that screams like Walmart mass consumer. You're trying to sell like, God, 10,000 or 20,000 units of this to make it make sense. And when you're at 10,000 units, I mean, you have to have a facility like Stern. I don't know how or what they're doing if they're really trying to go pitch this idea, but I hear they might be at Pinball Expo doing some closed door pitches or talks or something. But again, I just for how much I took, how much heat I took for saying that I wanted to bring a affordable game to market that had some cool features, and I kind of worked it out and I built my own tech and I had done all this. These guys, I mean, man, you guys should be really going on and screaming at these guys apparently. Again, it's doable, but when you got a guy that says CEO and creative director, business development guy, product development, that he, again, isn't a programmer. If you look at his LinkedIn, these are all just like business guys that want to make a bunch of money. So I don't see how they're going to make this work. The reason my company works is I don't need to pay a software engineer. I don't need to pay a technical design software engineer. I don't need to pay any other software engineers or circuit board designers other than myself. I'm willing to take a lower salary, being the CEO and programmer and all that. So, yeah, I mean, my numbers make sense what they are, and I'm always willing to adjust them a little bit here and there. I'm trying to bring the best I can. But, yeah, this is an interesting one, guys. I'll give you guys the link. You guys can take a look and see. Be on the lookout for it, see what's going on. If someone can bring out some more games that are more affordable, I'm all for it. It makes my life harder if they're really going to be pushing the bar at a lower price point than me. But I just don't see that this is the real team to do it. I don't really understand. Again, senior manager at the Walt Disney Company. That guy probably wants to make $500,000 a year. I don't know how you could pull this off. And yeah, that's it, guys. Just want to bring this to your attention and see what you guys think.